Hello, Mr. Chris Brown. Have a seat at your principal's office. We're gonna see what's going on with you, sir. 4 of Cups, Magician, 8 of Swords. Let's try and get some more conversation in here. Let's see what other people might be involved in here. This could be another person. This could just be his own feelings right now. Trying to control his emotions, keeping something under control. Okay, we'll keep it right there, and let's do some clarifiers. How about that? Let's clarify, and then we'll go over overall feelings. So I can already tell you right now what it looks like to me so far is there's an offer for someone, and they don't feel like they can take that offer. They're rejecting the offer, and they feel like they're at a standstill. I think this is with another I was gonna say like a relationship. Okay, 5 of Cups wanted to come out. Let's see, is there anything else, Spirit, you want to tell us that we need to know about this I want to say conversation, but it does seems like someone's getting the cold shoulder here. Someone is not taking an offer that the other person is giving. Still, yep, same thing. I'll say now, intuitively, what it seems like is it could possibly be a relationship, and he's trying to change his ways because we know he has a bad reputation for how he's been in previous relationships. However, he is trying to prove himself to them. I don't know if he's sincere about it or not. There is some passion there, but the other person is not really accepting that he has potentially changed, because I feel like that's mostly what the conversation is about. Is like, listen, like, I'm working out here, I'm trying my best, I'm trying to be my best, you know. I feel like there's also an apology here, like, I'm sorry if I said I was going to do something and I didn't, or I said that I was going to be a certain way and I didn't live up to that, but I promise you that my intentions are that I am trying to improve. It actually reminds me of that song. Is it Music Soul Child? It's that song. It's like, I think it's called Teach Me. So it's like, teach me. It's basically about, I think it's Music Soul Child, where he's like basically asking the person to teach him how to love properly. And I feel like that's the issue that's going on here, that's coming up, is that he doesn't know how to love. He's trying to figure that out, and he's asking this other person to give him that opportunity, give him that chance, because he keeps messing up. He doesn't keep that's what I'm getting. I don't know necessarily if that's true or not. Now, that's just the perspective that he feels, is that he keeps messing up, and she just has her hands tied. So she has her hands tied because they're at a standstill, and he's offering and offering and offering, but you know, he can't go anywhere if she doesn't accept it. And this is what I'm saying, is they are both stuck in their ways about coming together, and there might be a third person involved. Not 100% sure on that. I actually feel like if there is, it's not really like anyone that's like deeply involved with them. They are coming across as king and queens in here amongst all of these other things. So the reason I point that out is because I feel, okay, there is a third person. There is a third person in here. I don't know what role they play, but there is a third person in here. But, okay, aside from that, okay, sorry, I'm just getting so many messages. So there is another person, and there's an argument going on and someone talking, so whoever the female is involved, someone is talking to her about the situation, and she is level-headed in the sense that, like, she will not take anyone's crap. She's not going to take anyone's crap. She's not going to have someone blow steam at her and, like, you know, it's not going to go anywhere, you know. And there's a point where Chris feels anchored to the situation. He feels anchored to that situation, and he feels like he's going in all these other directions. So it's like the way that it's coming across for him and for her, like their perspective, is he just keeps messing up. Like he says one thing and then he does another, and then he tries to like come back and say he's sorry, and she's like, okay, like enough is enough. Like I've gone down this road so many times. I'm tired of being upset over it. I'm tired of hearing you say the same stuff. Like, if you can't come forward and be the King of Cups right here, if you can't be this man that you're saying that you are, you can't come out of here from being these little, like, here, you see the three. I mean, it's all over here. 3. There's a third person. So whatever happened in here, I feel like these are the 2 people. One's looking that way, one's talking to her. 3 here again. You know, it's like almost like, figure it out, choose, tell me what it is that you want and follow through with it. Stop saying you're going to do one thing and then you end up doing something else. You want to have a family with me, you want to have something like substantial with me, then do something. You know, you're looking the other way, you're looking at other people, you're doing other things that you shouldn't be doing, you know it. Why is what I'm getting, like, why? And I see this building represented as this could be some sort of like educational building, like it could be a school, it could be, you know, like what I mean is like elementary school, it could be college, it could be law, like it's some sort of building of education is what I see. It could be court system, something like that. So there's a significance in that as well, and looking towards that. So I don't know if anything happened there's legal issues involved with it, and that's also an obstacle that's going on here. But he feels, because this isn't necessarily true, but he feels he's stuck in his ways, and he's stubborn. He's very stubborn, to the point that it's like he's the seahorse in this. Yeah, I'll show you. He's this seahorse right here. But the seahorse it's comprised of stars, so it's really just your imagination. You're not actually stuck. You think you're stuck and you're not. You know, like that's just your own mind telling you that you're stuck in a position that you can very well get yourself out of, just the same as here. She could take that blindfold off and she could just walk away. She thinks she's surrounded by all this water, but in reality it's just a couple puddles, you know? She's not completely tied back there. Like, she can get herself out of it. These swords, one of them's going into her back, actually, or is about to go in her back if she doesn't pay attention. But anyway, so, you know, like with a seahorses will anchor themselves, right? They'll anchor themselves to a piece of seaweed or coral or whatever it is, and they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to ebb and flow with a current. They're going to stay stuck where they are no matter the situation. So it's like he is out doing all of this, and look at the background of here. Like, you know, actually that's the same building to me. It might not look like that to you, but to me that's the same building that this guy is looking at. He is stuck in a situation. It could even be like some sort of like legal situation, a marriage or something, or some sort of legal issue that he feels he's stuck in, that he can very well get himself out of in order to be happier. And it's just causing ruin for him. It's causing him to be emotionally ruined. You know, he's very empty right now is how I feel. He's emotionally empty, and he comes across as like passionate sometimes and like probably temperamental. In reality, it's because he's hurting, and he's trying to offer up things that are well-intentioned, okay? It's not like he doesn't mean it. He does mean it, but he just doesn't have that maybe that's what I mean by the teach me. Like, teach me. Like, take me to school and tell me what I'm supposed to do and be patient with me, because I'm going to keep messing up. And I think it's like with her, she's like, I don't even want to deal with this because I'm tired of it. Like, what else am I supposed to do? I have my hands completely tied. Yeah, and I feel like this right here, this lizard, is almost like the devil creeping up on him. Those bad thoughts, those bad decisions is just creeping up on him when he least expects it. You know, it's just like so ingrained in him sometimes. Like, it's actually not ingrained in him. Like, you could very well, like, you just have to be patient with yourself and work on yourself, honestly, is what it is. And maybe he's just being like really hard on himself, and like, I mean, it is really hard to change your ways sometimes, especially if you don't have a good example of what love is, if you don't have a good example of how to treat a person properly, then where do you go? You know, where do you learn that from? I'm also drawn right here to the centaur, and it's pointing an arrow to her. So it's like he's looking one way, and he's just trying to like push forward, but then he's also still looking the other way. Like, I want this happiness, I want this emotional fulfillment, but I'm also still being tempted. I'm tempted by the person that I want to be with, and I'm tempted a little bit by nothingness. Really, nothingness is what it is. A little more insight here. Okay, this is really good information. So the person that we are seeing in here, he's in love with. And look, he's graduating from the Knight to the King. And these are both water, which is emotional. And look, this looks almost like it's like he's coming in with the offer. It could also be a proposal, right? He wants to marry this person. He has every intention of marrying this person. And this person, both him and the person, they have good intentions, you know? And I think that's why he's constantly like wanting them to show him and teach him, because he wants this. He really wants it to work. And the wheel right here being in the center of this is a fortunate, and it's Archangel Michael. So this is an indication. This is a destined partnership. This is supposed to happen, you know, like this is a really significant point in his life. And he goes from these rough seas to a lot deeper, more committed, calmer ocean, right? So what that tells me is that they can work this out. They will work this out. This is a really good indication that this woman that's involved is someone that can be trusted. He can also be trusted in the sense that if you give him time and you give him that freedom and ability to right his wrongs and fix whatever it is that he keeps messing up on, and just give him that proper guidance that he needs, he's going to be really successful in becoming a better man. I'm going to look one other, I don't know why I want to pull another card. Let me figure out why first. Tell me more about them. Okay, this is the Emperor. I'm going to pull another. Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Listen, the Emperor, again, Archangel Michael, so that would also be my advice for them, is to call for guidance from Michael. And also, this is about making proper choices, the correct choices. This is also about, as I've said, with like a system, like it could be an educational system, law enforcement, it could be fatherhood, it could be just like earning the respect of other people, it could be any of that. But basically, like, keep your emotions in check. So this is the advice for them, and a reminder to them and confirmation for them that you need to keep your emotions in check. You need to pick your battles wisely amongst each other. And also, if you really want this to happen, then you need to make the right decisions. You need to figure out a way to control your feelings and control your emotions, control your desires, and dial it back so you can figure out what it is that you really want. What's the end goal for you? Okay, so what steps do I need to make in order to have that happen for me? Like, you need to have a practical plan, even if, you know, nothing. You need a practical plan to make it happen for you. But it can, and it should, and it hopefully will happen for you, because everything's working in their favor. It's just a matter of keeping massive control over those emotions. I'll pull a couple archangel cards, and this will be used for advice. But I feel like we got about as much advice as we really need, which is, you know, if you, basically recapping everything is, you are right for trusting this person and loving this person and wanting to be with them. You can make it happen, and you are working on making it happen. So your intentions are pure. However, you need to have some practicality behind it. You need to actually figure out a way to become better, since you are trying to figure it out. So I guess this is just confirmation that you are figuring it out, you know, and that person is someone, like, you're making the right choice with this person. So Gabriel, I swear, Michael and Gabriel come out in my readings so often. So Archangel Gabriel, this is the nurture card. So this is nurturing a child or your inner child. Both are important gifts from God. So their angels are bringing you gifts from the Creator. Open your arms to receive. So you are receiving opportunities, good opportunities to fix whatever it is that's been happening. And this person that's in your life that you really want it to work out with, they're providing you that opportunity to become better. And so but this is just another reminder to recognize that and appreciate that for everything that it is. And, you know, I think, like, the nurturing is, it probably goes back to childhood for him. And so maybe think back to that. Think back to your childhood and find out what it is that you need to heal within yourself. And being with this person who is so patient with you, and who is also not just patient, but putting their foot down when they need to put their foot down with you, and calling you out when they need to call you out. That's the kind of person that you want to be with, right? And even though you're so passionate and you're so emotional, and you feel like you want this to happen, find that practical plan for you in order to make it work. Because you need to have a strong foundation for that to stand the test of time, right? You can't just jump into it because you know that they're, you know, worth it or something. Like, you have to develop a plan for that. And finding how to heal yourself is going to help you create that foundation that you need. And that person is a gift to you. It's a gift to you to discover that within yourself and to feel safe and ready to move forward with them. I feel like they're a goddess to you. That's how I feel, is how you view this person. And so this is also confirmation for them that his feelings and his emotions when he says whatever positive things that he says or the promises that he wants, and I feel like he truly begs. Like, that's what I'm feeling, is like he's begging me. Like, y'all need to go look at that song. I think I'm almost positive it's Music Soul Child. Listen to that, because there's 100%, like, no doubt in my mind, there's something in there that he is relating to. And he just worships the ground that she walks on, and you know, this is really his opportunity to become a better man, and which he wants. He really wants that. And this is another confirmation that everything is happening the way it's supposed to. There are blessings in this emotional upheaval that possibly could have happened between them. And just recognize the blessing in that, because everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. And if you just keep that positive mindset and you have a practical way of making things better and actually following through with it, man, it's a dream come true, is what I see. It's a dream come true. So that is my reading for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed.